It's Bisexuality Awareness Week. Hello, I'm a bisexual, be aware of me. I am bisexual myself, I identify as bisexual, and I thought it might be quite fun to do 10 BuzzFeed type quizzes, these kind of like, are you gay quizzes, to see if the quizzes can correctly identify my sexuality. If you're out there and you're not entirely sure about what your sexuality is, and you are wanting to try and figure that out, I would not recommend doing these quizzes necessarily. I mean, we're about to see how right they get it with me, but I think there's probably better places where you can try and find the answers you're looking for, and I'll link some in the description below for you to find out. I'll also link the quizzes down below in case you want to play along, but this is a game more so than anything. It's for a laugh. This is not me actually trying to figure out my sexuality, and if all the quizzes come out with something completely different, well, depends on what they come out with. We'll see. Let's just have a bit of fun. I'm just gonna be over here trying to take up as much of this advertising space as possible so you're not bombarded with ads. Okay, so this is the Quizondo Am I Gay quiz. It's 100% reliable. So the first question is, have you ever had a girlfriend? Which is making me wonder, because I actually, when I went through the quizzes earlier, I didn't really go through them, but one of the quizzes that I saw was quite obvious that it was going to be like only for men, because it was like, would you ever marry a man, things like that, and it was just like a lot of questions about like men specifically. So I'm wondering from this first question if this is already going to be that kind of thing, like, are you a gay man, as opposed to are you gay? Let's find out. Have you ever had a girlfriend? No. How would you react if your best friend confessed love to you? Yeah, look, I would laugh at him. This is obviously meant for men. I don't really know. Because currently my best friend is my partner. I tell him I feel the same, sure. Did you play with toys for girls when you were... Yeah, this is... Okay. I'm not even gonna do this quiz. The first one is axed. Let's go with WikiHow. Am I gay? See, this is a bit more like, you know, general. Have you ever had feelings for same gender close friend? Yeah, I think I have. Have you ever kissed someone or wanted to kiss someone of the same gender? Yep. How do you feel about queer characters in TV shows and movies? I mean, different TV shows, I have different feelings about the different queer characters. It's really hard to just like brush across it. I think I have watched some TV shows just for like the queer storylines, but I think that was because of the specific TV show. I don't think I would say I feel like I can identify with queer characters just because a lot of TV shows don't really feature bisexual people. And no, do they? I'm trying to think. I can't think of a single one. I think it tends to be more like obvious representation. I'll go with this because I have done that. When someone asks you who you're crushing on, this is tricky because first of all, no one asks me. No one asks me that question. I don't make up a name. Maybe I'll just say I literally don't get the big deal about crushes. I don't think a name comes to immediately to mind, and if it does, it's not necessarily the same gender, but it's not necessarily not the same gender, but it's also not necessarily someone of the opposite sex. So like the top two are like, I think, too specific. This one's just a no, so it's like this one, because yeah, I don't really talk about crushes. And has anyone ever asked you if you were gay? Yes. Not all the time, so I will say I've been asked that once or twice. I had a friend who used to call me a bookie lesbian because that was her first impression of me. When you imagine being in a relationship, what do you picture? I will say, while I identify as bisexual, I do think I tend to lean more towards opposite sex relationships. So I think this one I'll probably be with someone of the opposite sex, as opposed to I can only see myself as someone of the opposite sex, because that's not true. But I'm kind of like more leaning that way. How would you feel about identifying as gay? So this is an interesting one. It says it honestly makes me a little nervous, but also kind of fits. That's an interesting one to me because, as I kind of said in the last question, you know, I identify as bisexual, but I do lean more towards straight relationships. So identifying as gay makes me nervous because I'm like, I don't want to tread on anyone's toes. Like I don't want it's a weird thing. It's a strange thing because it's like I don't want to take away from people who are in like queer relation. I don't know, it's like it's an odd one. I don't know, do other people feel like this? It's hard to put into words, but I'm like, I don't want people to think I'm just like waving the gay flag and like trying to steal their identity but not living it on a daily life, if that makes sense. You know, I don't go through the struggles that a lot of people who are like, you know, who get bothered on a daily basis. I don't get bothered. You know, I've got friends and friends of friends who've had a lot of shit to deal with because they are queer, and so it makes me nervous to be like, oh yeah, I'm queer too, but not have like dealt with any of that stuff. And that's not to say that I shouldn't feel okay about it, but like, you know, it's tricky. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So I think I am gonna go for this because it makes me nervous, but it does fit. Have you ever felt attracted to someone of the same gender? Yes. Okay, actually, here's an interesting one. Yeah, but everyone has, right? And there's moments where I'm like, yeah, right? Like everyone gets that sometimes. But I'm aware that that's not the case, so I'm just gonna go with a yes. People of the same gender are just objectively more attractive. Well, how do you feel about dating someone of the opposite gender? Yeah, I say I wouldn't mind. I have wanted to. I have not done it. Do you ever fantasize about being with someone of the same gender? I'll say sometimes, just because I have. Oh, there's another one. Yes, but I'm not sure I'd actually end up with someone of the same gender. That's an interesting one. Because I have wondered that before. I have wondered, like, if I would ever be in a fully same-gendered relationship. And I never had an answer because it's never... I don't think I'd rule it out. But also... I don't know. God, this is like... This is already giving me the feels one quiz in. I'm stuck between sometimes and yes, but I'm not sure I'd actually end up with someone of the same gender. I think I'm gonna go for yes, but I'm not sure, you know? I think it's the more honest answer. When you imagine kissing or being intimate with a future partner, how do you feel? I think the top one. If you scroll through your feed or FYP, do you see content from queer creators? Yeah, of course I do. Yep, you got me. It's a weird answer, but that is the only answer that fits. View results. You might be gay. That's so vague. I thought this was 100% accurate. No, that's the one we binned off, isn't it? What do my results mean? It looks like you relate to a lot of common experiences for queer people as they're figuring out their sexuality. It's normal for young queer people to feel that their experience differs from the experiences of the people around them without knowing why or being able to name the process known as questioning one's sexuality. Noticing feelings of attraction can begin at a young age, however. Discovering your sexuality can happen across a lifetime. As with many aspects of our identity, who you're attracted to and the label you use can change over time. Ultimately, romantic and sexual attraction exists on a wide spectrum, and no quiz or person, thank you, this is a great quiz, can tell you how you should identify. You get to love who you love, feel what you feel, identify how you want, and be affirmed no matter what. If you're looking for more in-depth resources to aid you in exploring your sexuality, consider joining online communities such as TraversSpace, finding an LGBTQ-friendly therapist, or calling an LGBTQ+ hotline. Wow, okay, this has been a great quiz. It's answered some very interesting, or it's asked some very interesting questions, and it didn't pretend to know. I think if you're gonna do any quiz, do this one. This is a great quiz. It didn't like presume to know based on my answers. I wonder if I'd answered like more confidently, would it have said yes you're gay, or would it always be you might be gay? If you do this quiz and you get a different answer, please let me know in the comments because I'm very curious to know. But let's move on to the second quiz. All right, for our second quiz, we've got in quiz with 2 Zs. Am I gay? Test your sexuality. Let's go. Do you have gay friends? Yes. Sorry, cat hair. Yes, a few. Is that relevant? Is there a celebrity that you love more after them coming out? I don't think I'd love them more. I don't think I'd love them more. I don't love them less. My feelings don't change. So, is that a no? I'm gonna go for a no. Do you like fictional characters of the same sex? Purely as interesting characters? Not really. Yes, I'm in love with some of them. Yeah, I've been in love with some same-sex fictional characters. It's very strange. If you find out that your friend is gay, what would be your reaction? I mean, I'll fully support them. When going on a blind date, what is your deepest wish for that person? That they're the same sex, that they're the opposite sex, that they're just a good person? Yeah, I mean, I've never been on a blind date, so I don't know, but I think the good person bit. Have you ever tried participating in a pride parade? Yes, I have. I've gone to the London one several times. Why did you go? I think to have equal rights for everybody is the accurate answer for me. Why is it phrased like that? Will you go once more? Yes. Oh my god. I've just noticed this is a 35 question quiz and every page is just bombarded with ads. This is a lot. Do you watch adult videos with gay content? No, I don't. Very personal question. What do you feel when a gay couple kisses in a movie? Adoration? I don't feel longing. None of those really spoke to me as answers, but you know, there we go. Do you feel a pressure to hide your sexual preferences? Fortunately, no. Have you ever dreamed of being in a gay relationship? Yeah, I have. Oh, cool. Look at that hair. Have you ever made out with a same-sex person? Yes. Hold on, what? What about your gaydar? What about your gaydar? What does that mean? 50-50? Do you watch movie or TV shows focused on LGBT community? Sure. You have to kiss a person of the same gender on a dare. Would you do it? Gladly. When people around you are talking homophobic, what is your reaction? Raging. I think I'd only tell them off if I like knew them or if I was in a place that was like safe to do so. Are you a member of some LGBT community? What does that mean? Yes? What, like a club? I'm not a member of a club. What singer do you prefer? Halsey, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Adam Levine. Right, hold on. I don't even know. I'm very bad with artist names. If they put Lil Nas X on there, I would have been like, yep, that one. Halsey rings a bell. What do they sing? I like that song, but I don't know if I would say they were a favorite. Right, I do not like Adam Levine, as it turns out. Bruno Mars, I obviously know, but do I prefer Bruno Mars over Beyonce? I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like starting a marathon. Oh, great. This is great. Have I ever heard this before? Right, it's definitely between everybody. Okay, so we've done a bit of research. As it turns out, a lot of Beyonce's top songs at the moment are from her album Renaissance, which I clearly have not heard apart from a couple of songs, so I need to go and listen to those. But based on these answers and based on, you know, just listening to a couple of their top songs to remind myself, I'm gonna go with Bruno Mars. I can easily sing along to that. For too long, and that's just good times. Do you feel that your family will not support you if you open up? No, 100%. They would support me. Are you here just for fun? Yeah. Do you feel discomfort when sexual orientation issues are discussed around you? No. If you lived in a country, state, or city that's generally homophobic, would you move out? That's a good question. That's a hard question to answer because it depends on why I'm there in the first place, right? The thing is, right, and this is kind of harping back to an earlier answer in a quiz, I've never had to deal with like homophobic attacks on me, anything like that. So I might not be aware of like how homophobic a place is compared to like an openly queer person who like presents more queer than I do on a daily basis. I mean, I don't want to live near such people if possible. Yeah, I guess that would be my answer. What Disney princess is the most relatable? Wow. I'm sorry, but I was just looking at my phone and the ads didn't pop up until I started reading out the question. How did they know? What Disney princess is the most relatable? Oh my god. Oh lord. Okay, Mulan is actually my favorite. And I think probably the most relatable. I mean, I'm not a I'm not I'm not a half fish who's lost my voice. Belle, they spelled Belle wrong. No, I'm not married to a monster. Cinderella, no, I've not been mistreated by my stepsisters. No. Pocahontas, no. I think Mulan, out of all of these. I've always loved Mulan, it's always been my favorite. And probably because I was always like slightly able to relate to it. I was always like a girl who liked to do boy things, you know? Do you believe your country has sexuality equality on the legal level? Depends on what you mean by my country. Ireland does? I actually don't know. I think the UK does as well. I'm gonna say it could be better. There's definitely room. Oh wait, two of these are quite similar. There is some legal laws, right? But there's definitely room for more. Do you believe in the clothes division, female and male? No, I don't. I actually often shop in the male section of shops, and if, you know, male presenting people want to do the same in the female section, blah blah blah. No. Men can dress pink, blah blah blah, all that stuff. I don't care. Clothes should be unisex. In most cases, yes, maybe not t-shirts. It's so specific. Who made this quiz? Have you ever visited online LGBTQ plus communities? Yes, I have. Have you ever had a crush on a same-sex character in a book? Yeah. Fictional characters are just so irresistible. I'm sorry, what? I'm not gonna go with that. I'm just gonna go many times. Do you ever feel like something is wrong with your life? Wow. Really get deep quiz. I would say rarely. I'm pretty content. Alright, 5 questions to go. Didn't think this through when I started this. Imagine your best friend is gay and they want your support when telling their family. Yeah, I'll be supportive and I'll come with them. Have you ever read yaoi? I have never seen that word before. Gay fanfics. No! I've never read them, but I've written one. Technically. So I guess yes, because I've read my own writing. Does that count? It's not technically a no. It doesn't count if I've written it myself. I don't know. Let's go with it. I thought that was the question. Am I gay? Imagine you live in a house with 2 gay couples as roommates. What do you feel? Perfectly fine if they're good people. Uncomfortable because I'm an introvert and I can't deal with so many people all the time. I think it would be that. It would be a lot of people, to be honest. That's like living with 4 other people. Have I ever lived with 4 people at a time? I think I've only ever lived with like 2. I'm gonna go with this one just because, yeah, I think it would be too many people for me. Have you ever reviewed for, what? Have you ever reviewed for feelings to determine who you like better? What? This makes no sense. I'm just gonna say no because I have no idea what the question is. Was this not already a question? Have you ever kissed a same-sex person? Also, I feel like that should have been like question number 1. Quiz is just annoying me now. Just be honest with yourself. Your subconsciousness already knows the answer. This is such a weird fucking quiz. Am I gay? Gay. Right. Did you do this quiz alongside me? What was your answer? What? Did I do 35 questions and only the last question counted? Because if that's the case, then I'm real mad about it. Right, in quiz. Go fuck yourself. Next one. Allthetests.com. How many Am I Gay quizzes have you taken? I've taken a few. There's only 10 in this one, thankfully. Have you ever felt that you really wanted to be friends with someone of the same gender but did not know why? No. Only because if... What? What kind of a question is this? Who makes these quizzes? When watching TV and reading books, do you always really root for attractive people of the same gender? None of these are accurate, but sure. I mean, it's just a dumb question, to be honest. What am I rooting for them for? Would you ever consider kissing someone of the same gender? Yes, and maybe people of the other gender too. Do you ever find yourself admiring people of the same gender's voice, looks, or personality quite a bit? Yes, I do. Oh wait, you know what? I think of the other gender too. Have you questioned your sexuality before, even if it was just a little bit? Yes. What are these questions? Do you listen to Girl in Red? Oh, okay, here we go. I'll just say, who is that? When commercials that sexualize people of the same gender as you, like a razor commercial that shows really close-up shots of girls' legs or people in their underwear, how do you react? Fuck me. Right, hold on. Are razor commercials sexual? I've never seen them as sexual commercials. All of these are me saying I feel weird, which is not the case. But seeing as all of them are, I feel kind of weird. I'd say aesthetically pleasing, but I feel the same about the other gender. I don't know, this is some real weird shit. Have you ever had any semblance of a crush on someone of the same gender? I know you've questioned it if you're taking this quiz, but have you ever just felt weird or kind of obsessive around people of the same gender? Have you? Have you? I feel like this is very specific to the person who's written this. None of these are yes. What do you think you might be? This is so fucking stupid. Another quiz where the final question is, what do you reckon you are? Oh, well, you're that thing. You're probably bi. Bi people are attracted to genders similar to and different from their own. That's awesome because it means that you have more options of who to date. You also can only talk about your opposite gender interests if you're not ready to come out yet. Just a little tip. Straight people don't lay awake at night wondering if they're straight. They don't obsessively take am I gay quizzes. They also are almost repulsed by the idea of dating someone of the same gender. That's not true. So chances are that since you took this quiz, you're probably not straight. Haha. Remember that you're valid and loved. Maybe you should look into cuffing your jeans more often. Okay. I just want to clarify, straight people are not disgusted. All straight people are not disgusted by the thought of dating someone of the same gender. That is false. So this is Quiz Boom, another one that's spelled with a double Z. This looks very similar to one of the previous ones we've done. Hopefully it's not the same. Okay, 30. Oh, please. Okay, hold on. This does look very similar to the one where we did 35 questions. And I'm really scared that the final question is going to be, which one are you? So let's just race through this. What do you feel about a same-sex person naked? Shy but interested? I mean, it really depends on the person. It's hard. You know, not every naked woman is attractive to me. You know, it's just like such a dumb question. Sure, I feel shy. Have you ever kissed a person? Yes. Did you like it? Why is there no... It was fine? Let's go not sure. This is going to be a quick quiz. Have you ever had a sexual dream involving a same gender? Yeah, a couple of times. Do you ever fantasize about kissing a same gender person? I don't do much fantasizing anymore, you know? Do you ever fantasize sexual acts with same gender person? Never. Do you ever watch adult content featuring gay relationships? Never. If you discover that your friend is gay, what would you do? Be supportive. Have you ever participated in LGBT People Pride Parade? Yes, I have. What was your motivation? Support equal rights for the community. When you see a gay couple kissing in a movie, what do you feel? I feel happiness. Your gay friend asks you to be a bridesmaid, groomsman at their wedding. Would you go? Obviously. Do you feel pressured to hide your sexual preferences? Nope. Do you fear that your family will judge you for them? Nope. Have you ever fancied a same-sex fictional character? Oh my god, all these questions are the same. If you had to choose between sleeping with a person of the same sex and the opposite one, which would you choose? Probably opposite. Do you have many gay friends? A few. What's your opinion on cross-dressing? Love it. Who's sexier? Harry Styles, I'm a female. Selena Gomez. Oh my god. Oh god, I don't like either of these people. Oh, hold on. I don't really like any of them, I think. Let me just look up Harry Styles, but I'm pretty sure I'm not really into Harry Styles. He's cute, but I'm not attracted to him. Take a deep breath and look inside yourself. Do you really think you're gay? I might be. Was that the last question? No. Your friends offer to arrange a blind date for you. What's your requirements? Oh my god. Better... Oh, no, funny. It's gotta be funny. Oh, let's go with funny. School locker room, what did you feel? We didn't really have school locker situations in my school. Let's go shy. Do you think that our society has to change its views on sexuality? That's a tricky one. I think overall, yes. It'd be nice if everyone felt the same way, but I don't know if that's ever going to be the case. Not everyone agrees on everything, right? Do you think that we have to change sexuality-related laws? Yes. Do you any gay actors who's received an Oscar? What? Do I what any gay actors? I don't know what the question is. Choose a princess. This is like their favorite question ever. Oh god. Oh god. They didn't even spell Elsa right. Rita. Who's Rita? Rita? Ariel, I guess? Disney or Pixar? I'll go Disney. Imagine that you're on a tropical island. What fruit would you eat right away? What do these have anything to do with my sexuality? Banana. I don't even know what a carambola is. Would you relocate if your country was highly homophobic? If my country? No. I mean, right. That's hard to say because I don't live in a country that's highly homophobic. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go with this one, but that's not actually my answer. There's just not an I don't know answer. Right, here it is. You already have an inkling. Fuck this. This is the same quiz. Bi-curious. We don't see 100% proof that you're gay, but you're definitely bi-curious. Wow, okay. Anyway, that was terrible. I hated that. Next quiz. Friday trivia. The Am I Gay quiz. Have you ever fantasized about person of your gender sexually? Yes. The amount of ads on these sites, I swear to God, really exploiting people who are trying to figure themselves out, huh? Have you... This kitten is all over this page. Have you ever stared at someone cute or beautiful of your gender? Yes. Why does it always do that? When you see beautiful people walking by, who do you notice first? Oh, a beautiful couple. Both of them, I guess. Have you ever kissed a person of the same gender? Yes. I missed the WikiHow quiz. That was a nice quiz. How would you describe you? Probably crazy. If you could choose a perfect partner for a romantic date, who would they be? None of these are accurate to what I want to answer. I'll go with as long as they're hot because... If you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? Traveling sounds like I'm just in a car driving around. Because then you've also got hiking. It's for a day, right? So like... Traveling does not sound like a fun one-day activity. I guess hiking? I'd also like video games. Being on a beach if the weather's nice. I'll go with hiking. I think I'm more into hiking than being on the beach these days. Your last intimate relationship was with... This opposite gender. What type of music do you listen to? I listen to all music. I'd go for rock over anything else as my... If the question is, what's your favorite music? If you could choose, where would you live? What are these questions? What do they have anything to do with anything? I think where I am, I'm pretty happy where I am, so I'll just vote for that. If your friend would come out, what would be your reaction? I would support them. Do you feel comfortable when alone? Yes? Do you mean single? Or like physically alone? I'm gonna say no. Do you feel attracted to the same gender? Yes. I got 13 questions in. What are your hobbies? What is this quiz? Playing a sport. My hobbies, sleeping. Sleeping's not a hobby. Watching Netflix, not really a hobby. Shopping's not a hobby. None of these are hobbies, except for reading. Watching Netflix, I guess? This is so dumb. This is like one of the dumbest. These are getting dumber and dumber as we go. Do you feel comfortable when in the presence of a homosexual person? What? No. Do you have an active lifestyle? Somewhat. What is your opinion about Pride Month? I take pride in it. Have others ever confused you with a homosexual? Like what? Yelled across the street, hey! Are you a homosexual? I don't know how to answer this. Have others ever confused you with a homosexual? Yes? That's such a weird way to phrase a question. Which word resonates with you the most? I would say, let's go love. Let's go with love. Who knows you best? Probably my partner, actually. Nobody really knows me. No, I would say my partner. He knows me better than I know myself sometimes, which is actually very annoying. What do you feel when you see a person of the same sex naked? I'm disgust. I'm just gonna say, well... Like what? In the street? Like, where am I seeing this person naked? I don't know. Have you ever joined an online LGBT community? Yes. I sure have. These are the same questions as the previous quiz as well. Did you ever avoid watching a movie or TV show because you knew they feature a homosexual relationship? No. Which of these fruits do you like the most? Ooh, it's toss up between banana and watermelon. I'm gonna go banana because bananas are always good. Watermelon, not always as good. The best relationship is romantic. Or test determined that you are gay. Go out there and be yourself. Alright. I'm gay, everybody. Next. This is Marriagecom. 10 questions. I like that there's total attempts, not like total number of people who've done the quiz. Like attempts, like they didn't quite make it. They didn't quite succeed. Oh, am I just answering these to myself? Do people tell you that you like things that have nothing to do with your gender? Not anymore. I don't think people actually ever really told me, did they? But I think like society-wise, I tend to like things that were more boyish. I'll go with C. Do you like to dress up unconventionally? I wouldn't say it's unconventional, no. So that's a B. God, I need to write this down. Do you feel cold when someone the same sex tries to flirt with you? I would just say no. Are you a man interested in doing what women normally do? Well, no, I'm not a man, so no. Have you always been called a tomboy? Only back in the days when you were young, but now you're more feminine. I would say C. I don't know if it's necessarily because I'm more feminine or just because people don't really call people tomboys anymore, especially 30-year-old women. Do you desire people from both sex? I'm just gonna say yes. That's 1 for A. Does your sexual fantasies involve people of the same sex? C. Sometimes. Type question here? There's no question! Well, there's no question, so I can't answer that one. Do you like cross-dressing? Yes, I love it. It's not all the time, and it's not just for Halloween, but it's also not no. So I'm gonna go for A just because it's more relevant than Halloween. I love Halloween, but cross-dressing is not just for Halloween. Do you openly identify as gay and are comfortable with it? Why should anyone justify themselves to begin with? I'm gonna go for that, but I don't really know what it means. Oh, okay. Is there a way I can get some answers? Oh, that wasn't it. Let's try this again. Oh man, I actually have to answer this question now. Is this something to do with kink? I'm just gonna say no, just because I don't know the question. Alright, here are the results. You are definitely gay. You've never denied it or tried to hide it from anyone because you love yourself too much. You love looking good, reading, and find things like going out to eat in very exquisite restaurants. This is being very presumptuous that all gay people love reading, find things like going to eat in exquisite restaurants, and looking good. You also know how to do hair and nails, and when you dress up, you like to embrace your feminine side. So dressing up with high heels, expensive wigs, and amazingly manicured hands is something you know how to do. The most important thing is that by embracing the gayness... Right, okay. Am I to assume that this was meant for, like, men? I don't know. This is not a good quiz, and I don't like the answer. This is probably the worst answer we've had so far. Let's continue. Okay, so there's a BuzzFeed quiz. When I typed in, am I gay? The only BuzzFeed quiz that came up was, how gay are you? I did find another one, which was, are you gay or straight? But let's do the how gay are you one and see what it comes out with. Choose a color. Ooh, I'm currently obsessed with lilac, so that's the one I'm gonna go with. Pick your favorite Beyonce song. I'm just gonna go, I'm not really into Beyonce. It's not that I don't like Beyonce, it's just that I don't have like, I don't listen to her, you know, she's not like music that I put on when I want to listen to music. She's just not my kind of... Do you enjoy consensual sexual experiences with or feel a sexual attraction to members of the same sex as yourself? Oh, there's a lot there. I feel like what just because of the way that was phrased, but I'm gonna go now then. What city would you most likely... What city would you most like to live in? I've always wanted to live in New York, just for like 6 months. I don't really want to live there full time. I've lived in London, I've lived in Paris. I've always wanted to visit San Francisco, but I don't necessarily want to live there. I've always wanted to visit Tokyo, but I wouldn't want to necessarily live there. And Moscow, I've like got no interest in. So I would say out of all these places, where I would live in again would probably be Paris. What's your drink of choice? Gin and tonic. Oh, no, cocktails. Just to clarify, do you like having sex with people of the... Just to clarify, do you like having sex with people of the same gender? None of these are an accurate answer. I'm just gonna go with gender binaries, what the fuck? What's your ideal Saturday night? Clubbing until 5 a.m? Nope. Dinner and theater? Yeah, maybe. Quiet drinks with friends, doing something new, house party, night in with Netflix. I'd go with dinner and theater. I think that would be like the ideal. Closely followed by night in with Netflix. Ooh, hang on. Have you ever felt sexually attracted to someone with the same sex? Was this not already a question? Your questions are weird. Finally a quiz that puts that in. Yep, a bit. Which US president do you most identify with? Oh no. Well, I guess I'm also Irish, like JFK, but I like Barack Obama. I'm just gonna go with... I don't really know anything about JFK other than that he's Irish and he died. I'll go over here. What's your favorite root vegetable? Potato? Shush on those racist jokes. If you could pick your ideal partner for a romantic date, what qualities would they have? Okay, none of these are accurate. Do you know what? I'll go with this one, the care about wine. I don't care about wine, but it's probably the closest to what I would choose. Pick a weather phenomenon. Flooding, little fluffy clouds, sunshine, tornado, ball lightning, big pretty rainbow. Do you like a big pretty rainbow? Do you like sunshine? Do you like little fluffy clouds? I'm gonna go with sunshine just because that comes with heat and I love heat. Which sex is sexiest? Ooh, ooh, there's butts! Oh, there's a butt! Stop being a sexiness fascist. I do think women are sexier, so I'm gonna go with that. Pick an arbitrary box. Ooh. I like box A. Box A speaks to me. Oh my god. A plane leaves New York at 4:15 local time, bound for London, traveling at 500 miles per hour. Another plane leaves London at 9:30 p.m. local time, heading in the opposite direction, traveling at 550 miles per hour. If they maintain a constant airspeed, do you ever want to have sex with someone of the same sex? I'll do awkward wavy hand gesture. Kinda gay! You're kinda gay. You really enjoy having sexual experiences with people of all sexes. Frankly, the one could turn out to be a member of either sex. Bisexuality is a party to which everyone's invited. I enjoyed this quiz. It was good. It was fun. It actually managed to guess me correctly after all the absolute nonsense in there. I highly recommend giving that a go just for the lols. Okay, now we've got quizzes.me. Funquizzes.me. When you're in public, who do you often notice more? Everyone! Ooh, is it only 4 questions? That's great. Have you ever kissed someone from your same gender? Yes. Have you ever doubted your sexual preferences? It happened more than once or twice, but I wouldn't say all the time, so I'm just gonna go for that one. Have you ever found yourself analyzing your interactions with people from both genders? Frequently. You're probably bisexual! All people are gorgeous, am I right? How could you decide between genders? You're most likely bisexual because you appreciate men and women the same. So far, got a couple of bang-on quizzes. That was 4 questions. Alright, this is the other BuzzFeed quiz, and this one is kind of interesting because it's a checklist which determines your straight number, and depending on your score, it determines whether you're gay or straight. Apparently it's science, according to their page. I don't know what kind of science. Let's find out. Okay, so for each one I check, I get a point. Is your favorite Britney Spears song Toxic? I do like Toxic. Is it my favorite? Oh, I do like give me more, give me more, give me more. Let's listen to that one.
It's Britney, bitch.
Alright, that's a tricky one. I think I would be between Gimme More and Toxic, and I think Gimme More... I like Gimme More better than Toxic, so I'm not gonna give that one a tick. Oh god. Are these all gonna be music related because I'm the worst, as I've already mentioned? Is your favorite Carly Rae Jepsen song Call Me Maybe? I don't know Carly Rae Jepsen that well. It's always a good... I've had a listen. I'm not super into Carly Rae Jepsen, but of all of her songs, Call Me Maybe is probably my favorite. So yes, let's give that a tick. Is Call Me Maybe the only Carly Rae Jepsen song you even know at all? Yes, it is. Do you lose your mind when they play Shut Up and Dance at weddings? I love Shut Up and Dance. So yes. Is Perfect by Ed Sheeran the perfect first dance song at a wedding? If it's the one I'm thinking of, then yes. Let me just double check, because there's an Ed Sheeran song that I think would be perfect for a first dance. Okay, this is kind of a tricky one to answer actually, because I would say for a traditional first dance, yeah, it's probably the perfect song, or a perfect song, although I do actually think there's better. Personally, for my first dance, I'd really like to do a jive. So it wouldn't really work. I'm not gonna take it. Just because I think there's other songs that could be better. Do you like Ed Sheeran? I think I do. Giving it a listen there, I had never really realized that I like Ed Sheeran, but I do. I hate Galway Girl though. Do you have any idea who Little Mix is? Very vague. Do you love Giant Jenga? I fucking love Giant Jenga. I love giant versions of games, full stop. Yes. Have you not posted a new Instagram picture in over a year? No. Do you have empty liquor bottles on top of your cabinets? No. Do you wear underwear under board shorts? No. I don't wear either of those. Do you own anything with Grumpy Cat on it? No. I don't think so. Do you say love wins? No. Do you have inspirational quotes like live, laugh, love in your house? No. I forbid it. Do you call your friends the boys? I have some friends that I call the boys, yeah. Do you use the word buddy? Is this for men again? Is this like one that's like meant for men? I don't know. Do you use the word buddy to refer to friends? No, not really. Do you refer to individual friends as my man? No. Do you refer to babies as little man or little bud? No. Can you open a bottle with a lighter? No. Do you love St. Patrick's Day? No. Have you ever participated in a Santa Con? No. Do you own an acoustic guitar? No, I own an electric guitar. Have you ever brought your acoustic guitar out to a party? Do you love grilling? Do. Have you ever referred to hot dogs as dogs, grilling up some dogs? No. Do you drink regular soda? No. Do you own a vest? No. I think this is meant for men. Have you ever gone to a Dave Matthews Band concert? No. Is your hand down your pants right now? Do you think Grindr is a dating app? Do you love karaoke? Yes. Have you ever sung Mr. Brightside? Yes. Do you like walking slow? No. Do you like hot coffee more than iced coffee? I don't like either. Is it a sin to drink iced coffee in the winter? Yes. Do you not even drink iced coffee at all? I have done, but I don't really. I'm gonna take it. Do you drink glasses of milk? No, because I'm lactose intolerant. When you hear the word poppers, do you think of the food? No. When you hear the word robin, do you think of a bird? Yeah. Do you still like Justin Timberlake? Sure. Don't dislike him. Did you just find out Lady Gaga could sing in the past 2 years? No. Do you think Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper are dating? Never thought about it. Do you know how to play lacrosse? No. Do you own a gingham print shirt? Yes, I think so. Do you use 2-in-1 shampoo? No. Have you ever participated in No Shave November? No. Do you participate in fantasy football? No. Is your favorite Kelly Clarkson song Since You've Been Gone? I do love that song, so let's just say yes. Have you ever participated in a gender reveal? No. Do you have a friend named Cheese? No, I wish I did though. Have you ever been to a Fish concert? No. What about the Grateful Dead? No. Have you ever stolen a traffic cone? I actually have, yeah. And I lost my phone because of it. Do you love Queer Eye? I've actually never watched it, but I think I would love it if I watched it. I'm not going to tick it because I've not watched it, but it seems like a program I would like. Have you ever taken a picture with a fish? Probably. Do you have a wooden American flag in your living room? No. Do you want a man cave? Yes. Do you love the show Friends? I don't say I love it, but I don't not like it. I'm not going to select it. Do you love the movie The Big Lebowski? I've seen it and I cannot remember it right now. Do you make margaritas with that bottle margarita mix? No. And lastly, and most importantly, have you ever used the word hubby? At some point, probably. You're definitely gay. You have statistically low straight number and therefore can assume you're gay. Thank God for that. Right. I think this was meant for men. Does St. Patrick's Day have to do with anything? Anyway, next. Am I gay? Quizaza. Quizaza. What do you consider yourself right now? Bisexual. Have you ever kissed a person of the same sex? Yes. Have you ever had feelings for a member of the same sex? Yes. What is your opinion about Pride Month? I take active part in it. Do you have any gay friends? Yes, I have one such friend. Okay, I don't only have one such friend. I wouldn't say most of my friends are gay either, though. If I have to choose between the two, I guess I would say most, but that's inaccurate. Have you ever had feelings for a member of the opposite sex? Did we not already have this? Have you ever experienced something considered gay? Kissing? Have you ever fantasized about kissing a person of the same sex? Not really. I don't fantasize about it. Can you imagine to enjoy touching or caressing the genitals of a member of the same? No, I can't. What do you find more attractive, members of the same sex or the opposite? Well, that's a tricky one. Because I'm physically more attracted to the opposite sex, but I think members of the same sex are more attractive. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense, does it? I'm just gonna say I like both. Would you watch some kind of porno with with both actors of your gender? No. If you could choose a perfect partner for a romantic date, who would they be? Why is it always I don't care as long as they're hot? Like, it's not. That's not a good answer. Do you have a crush at the time? No. Well, yes, I guess my partner is my crush. If you discover that your friend is gay, what would you do? I will remain neutral. I'll support them. Are you taking this quiz for serious or just for fun? Fun. You're 50% gay. Well, if that doesn't say I'm bisexual, I don't know what is. Well, there you go. I don't know how many quizzes I did in the end because I think we skipped over 1 or 2 of them. But we did 10 BuzzFeed type quizzes to see how accurate they'd be about my sexuality. And I'd say we probably got about 50%. I mean, there was 1 or 2 that were vague. It was probably maybe even more than 50% actually. Because there was either they got it right, or they were like clearly meant for men, or they were vague. So anyway, pretty accurate for me. Not to say that they'll be accurate for everyone. Again, if you're looking to find out more about yourself and to get some help trying to figure out your own sexuality, there are better places to do it than doing silly BuzzFeed quizzes like the types I just did. I will link them in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Bisexuality Awareness Week. Love you all very much. Have a great weekend. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week, probably for some crafting stuff.